오빤 강남스타일 강남스타일 오빤 강남스타일 강남스타일 오빤 강남스타일 오빤 강남스타일 My theme is PS1 한국말로 rock your time 너의 변한 눈동자 빠져도 헤엄치고 나 오빠 날 rebel 꽉 잡아 only you 나는 아름다운 나다 이게 동반자 나를 오빤 스타일 많은 사람이 뒷담화거든 사이트 시간이 지난 너무나 멈춰 사이트 I don't care then I like it 사이트 네가 바라보고 바래왔던 사람들은 모두 다 ready set go get it
Yeah, party. Welcome everyone. Hope everyone's doing well today. Yeah. Yes, today is actually the proper 9th anniversary of the original Freedom Planet. July 21st, 2014 is when it happened. So many people here. Yomi, welcome. I hope you're doing well, friend. Welcome, Help Sword, Mike, Delta Zero, Scorchers, Nat, Tezzy, Mighty, and Hazenev. Welcome. Oh, thank you, Moon Jump, for hydrate. I'll take sippy. Oh my goodness. So good. Ba. Welcome to party. It's a party on the ceiling. Oh, you have burgers with you? Oh my gosh, I could go for a good burger right about now. But it's fine, no, I'll wait until later. Well, actually, I did have a good burger yesterday, but it was a homemade one. Homemade burgers hit differently for me compared to like restaurant burgers. Like the really gourmet stuff. Wow. Welcome. Okay, so for those who are unfamiliar with me, allow me to introduce myself. I'm a bat. Specifically, I am Spacey Bottotelli. I am a gadgeteer bat and a game developer. And I am most well known for being the producer of the Freedom Planet series of platform games. We're celebrating the 9th anniversary of the first one coming out on Steam, which was on July 21st, 2014. But we played through the first game yesterday, and I managed to beat it with only 4 deaths, and none of them were against the notorious final phase of the Brevin fight. But today we are moving on to the sequel. It's quite a bit longer, so I don't expect to get through it all. I'm gonna plan to get through up to the halfway point of the game, and then I'll continue the rest on Tuesday next week. Homemade burgers can be amazing as long as a burger isn't dried out. Yeah, that's the main challenge. Oh, Barbenheimer Day. So the Barbie movie, Pikmin 4, and Oppenheimer all came out today. Nice. How would you feel if the Freedom Planet community started buying Times Square advertisements? I would be honored. I mean, like, I've been to New York City a few times because, I live in the state. But it's been a really long time, but I remember being blown away by how big the Times Square screen is. I noticed that somebody put like the first like 20 seconds of Eggman's announcement on the Times Square building. Sadly, there was no sound. You heard the lady get to it? I've heard that it's surprisingly cheap. So I don't know, maybe we could try and figure something out that would be able to be played in the allotted time frame. You have a feeling autumn is going to be full? Oh yeah, it is, absolutely. October is absolutely jam-packed with games that I'm really excited about. That is also why we postponed the console release of Freedom Planet 2 to December, because there is no chance we would be able to compete with everything else coming out at that point. So by releasing in December, we'll be able to release the game on consoles right around the same time as like the big holiday sales, and we'll be able to put the PC version on sale at that point, hopefully, to drum up a lot of interest. FP2 makes for a great Christmas present. Yes, it does. Hello, Spacey in chat. Welcome, Chaotic. Yeah, you gotta sidestep that Mario fella. Oh wait, Bomber Cyberpunk is coming out next month? Let's go! I'm so excited for that. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna play that day one. Panda! Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, Freedom Planet 2 sure does make a good Christmas present, especially since it was announced back in Christmas. Oh yeah, I remember that. And the 1 year anniversary of Freedom Planet 2 is coming out in a couple months. I believe we released it on Steam on September 15th. I could be wrong, but I know it was in September. That also happens to be right around my 1 year anniversary of streaming in general, but I don't consider it my anniversary. I'm going to consider my anniversary the day that I debuted my current model, which was January 15th. September 13th. Okay, yeah, good to know. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it's been a year already since Freedom Planet 2 came out. Ah! Where does the time go? What do you suggest at the time of create a video game? Make sure that you've got everything planned out. Well, not everything, but most of your. Make sure you got most of your game planned out when you're first starting. That way you will be less susceptible to feature creep later, which is when like you continually add features that were not originally planned, and it makes the game bigger and bigger and take longer and longer to finish. Yeah, feature creep is one of the primary killers of game projects. So I highly recommend trying to avoid it if possible. Swamp Monster Shell. Hi. Yeah, scope grows fast. Oh, Zero J, welcome. FP2 was one of the first games you play on Steam Deck, so good on you guys for making it compatible with that. Yeah, I'm so happy that it works on Steam Deck. I think the first game also works on Steam Deck. You just have to configure Steam input for it. It's good advice. You made that mistake in RPG Maker. Yeah. RPG Maker is quite a good game program for people who have who are just getting started. I've heard that it's very beginner friendly, more so than many other game engines. Have a good stream. Thanks, Mike. Yeah, funny you mentioned that, Shadowhog. A bunch of what became staple mechanics in Freedom Planet originally started out as kind of just things that I threw in for the heck of it, just because I was feeling inspired. But after I implemented them, I was like, okay, this is awesome, and then fleshed them out. And a good example of that is Carol's motorcycle. I randomly one day I was like, okay, what if I had a motorcycle power up for this character? And then it became her motorcycle. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'd be interested in the Steam Deck myself, mostly because I'm pretty happy with my Nintendo Switch as far as like a mobile thing goes. But honestly, maybe I should get one just so that I can properly test our games on Steam Deck in the future. Oh, that's cool, Double Cakes. That's where you got your start. Also, Sammy says hello. Oh, thank you, Samuel.
What the dog doing?
What's the dog doing? Yeah. Puppy Wuppy. Papa Wops. Oh, both of them are in the office with me. Paige is taking a nap, but Samuel is just sitting in front of the cooling fan. Well, it's not a computer cooling fan, it's a fan that cools. No. That's. Oh, thank you, Alex, for the stretch. I should stretch my hands. Okay, hold on. I'll stretch my hands, take a sippy, and then we'll get started. Okay, I do a specific regimen for my hands where like I hold a few different poses for 5 seconds each on each hand. And it does a pretty good job of keeping my hands like stretchy throughout the day. One of the poses I use is like the classic like pianist like piano player stretch. Okay, second to last pose, and now we shake. Okay, was there supposed to be a game over theme for Freedom Planet 2? There was not. From the beginning, I just wanted to use the menu music for it. It's not really something that I considered before. Same as the invincibility theme. There originally was an invincibility power-up in the game, and there still is if you equip the rainbow charm. But it does not have an invincibility theme either. It just plays the stage music again. Oh, Revo, welcome. Hope you're doing well. We're just about to get started. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm ready. Let's do this. That's... Okay. Let's launch the game. Okay. Tyson Tan. I'm so grateful for Tyson Tan's help with like the whole like art direction of the game. Freedom Planet 2, how's the volume compared to my voice? No sound? No! There we go. I'm gonna restart so you can hear from the beginning. Most time with every game I start playing on here. Oh my goodness, yeah. I might need to figure out a different solution that does not involve changing the audio source twice. Freedom Planet 2! No! Why? Why? Okay, hold on. Let me get in and then back out. How do? Okay, so this time I'll launch, and then I'll fiddle with the audio source while it's still loading. Curse you, Unity. There you go. Ah! Freedom Planet 2! And of course we had to reprise the original Freedom Planet theme song. You can tell there's quite a bump in graphical fidelity. Our art team this time around was absolutely insane. And we learned so much together. Alright, let's do it. I'm gonna change the position a little bit. I think I still have my control scheme set up from the last time I played. Okay, R1 special, okay, R special L guard. Yeah, I think it's fine. Are there FP2 bloopers anywhere? Unfortunately, there were not enough outtakes, and they weren't like humorous enough for us to like include anything like that. They were just like minor slip-ups. Yeah, the voice actors were too good this time, so unfortunately, no outtakes. Alright, so file select screen looks a bit different, but we can play as Lilac, Carol, Mila, and a new addition, we can play as Nira now, who was originally a mini-boss in the first game. Well, I played as Lilac yesterday, so I will be playing as Lilac today. And you can play classic mode, but you have to beat the game at least once before you can access it. Because like classic mode this time around like really like lacks context for certain things. And like we definitely didn't want it to be people's first experience with the game. If you still don't like the cutscenes for some reason, there is an option to just skip them when you're playing adventure mode. But like the structure of both modes is different this time. It's not just a matter of like disabling cutscenes now, it's a matter of like what kind of world map you have. Ba-ba. Alright, so we have this character select screen now, which I think is a really cool effect. When release date was announced for this game, you were like, it's been 84 years. Yeah, oh my gosh, me too. No one was more impatient than I was about getting this game finished, but we really did need all that time to realize the scope of our vision. But yeah, we're gonna do Lilac. She's the speed type. And I'll also play on normal. In this game, there's an item system, which was not in the first game. And the items you equip determines how difficult the game is. On beginner, you get some extremely helpful items. On expert, you actually get brave stones instead. Brave stones make the game harder, but they also give you extra bonus crystals. So I'll be playing normal. I'm probably not going to pay mine to the item system just so I can keep things breezing along. But we'll see. Would you like to play a brief tutorial explaining the basic controls? Okay. Yes, we have a tutorial now, since there's so much new stuff now, and the characters' movesets are involved enough that we think it's worthwhile. Welcome to Atlas! Follow the signs to learn the basic controls for Lilac. So we can jump like before. And we've got our hair whip again. It already feels pretty tight compared to the original Freedom Planet. And we got the Dragon Cyclone again. She sounds more confident. Cyclone! And of course we got the Dragon Boost. Lilac's special move is a powerful and speedy Dragon Boost. Using this move requires energy, the meteor in the top left corner, which regenerates over time as you collect crystals. And of course we can aim it diagonally like before. The attack you get when pressing the attack button depends on which direction you're holding, and whether or not you're in midair. Experiment with different combinations. So we have the Rising Slash like before, but now we can use it in the air. In Freedom Planet 1, you can only use it while you're already on the ground. So now it serves a valuable use as a double jump for Lilac. Also, Cyclone does not drain your meter anymore, so you can combo it into Dragon Boost. So you can do this now. And we got the dive kick like before as well. Cyclone. To travel up slopes into walls and ceilings, just keep holding the same direction. In this case, keep holding right. Every character's tutorial has that specific section, because we think it's important knowledge in order to understand how the physics work. Finally, hit the guard button almost any time to become invulnerable to damage. The effect is very brief, so be sure to keep moving after a successful guard. So this basically gives you instant iframes. You no longer have to rely on your special abilities in order to get iframes. And like, for those who might not be familiar with like professional gamer lingo, iframes are invincibility frames. Like how long you are invincible after performing certain moves. Nixie the Dream Sheep, thank you so much for the follow, I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome. And that's it. If you ever need a refresher or more detailed info, check the guide in the pause menu. Destroy the target to finish the tutorial.
Full speed ahead.
Full speed ahead. What programmer engine did I use? For this game, we used Unity. So this is pretty much literally after Brevin's ship gets destroyed. Three years later, in a valley to the northeast.
Thing's pretty fast, but not fast enough.
Carol!
Oh no! Carol!
You're gonna get hurt. I'll help you.
Yeah.
Alright. So, once again, we start in Dragon Valley, but it's in a different section and also at nighttime. Also, something that the tutorial doesn't go over is that there's a very valuable buff to Lilac's Dragon Boost. It's called the Boost Breaker. You can press the boost button again while you're boosting, and it cancels the boost and leaves an explosion behind. It's very valuable for not, like, veering completely off course when you're in close quarters combat. Yeah, this game is, like, way more detailed than the first game. One of my goals, with the art style for the sequel was to make it feel like it has, like, similar graphical fidelity as, like, a 2D fighting game, but in the context of a platform game, and I think we succeeded. Very much so. Ta-ta. Wood shield. Yeah, the shields return in this game, but they're in the form of little, like, little orb fairies. Because I suspected it might be an issue, because if we had like the circles around your character, like the visible shield, we were concerned that you wouldn't be able to clearly see the actions that your character is performing. So now they're like little fairies. And they still have the same effect. And now you can actually visibly see your shield points now on your health meter in the top left. So as you can see, I've got the 2 flowers up there to indicate how many shield points I have on this shield. I love this set piece. It's like a dragon tail with crystals in it. And of course we have the zoom out effect if you're going fast enough, which definitely helps in some of the more high speed areas where you might need more reaction time. And climbing ladders is a lot snappier now as well. Cyclone! There's a little ranger station here. Nice little set piece. Ah! It's the boss! Give me this. So this is a new item. This is a gold gem, and that's what's actually used to buy items. The normal crystals, they have their uses, but you can't buy items with them. You have to fuse them into gold gems before you can, before they become useful. Alright, first boss time. And there's the head of the dragon. Protopitzer is a bit trickier than the snake boss in P1 Dragon Valley, but you should still be fine. Especially because it has 2 weak points, one on either side of its hand, so you can double up your damage pretty easily depending on the attack you use. Yeah, and this song is a remix of the major boss theme from the first game. Let's go, first boss. Now the goal of each stage is to collect the star card at the end, which is usually dropped by bosses. And there's also now a ranking system. It's not based on time, that's just for bragging rights. It's based primarily on your crystal bonuses, which are determined by the items that you equip. Also, E. There is no E rank, the lowest you can get is C rank, though. Which version of Unity is good for 2D? For this game, we made it using Unity 5.6, which ended up being very old and outdated by the time the game was finished, but it was brand new when we started development back in 2015. Well, wonder who that is.
Oh, what happened here?
Where were you? I told you to stay put.
I've been put for weeks. I'm not a house cat.
Carol, there have been attacks all over. I needed you to watch the house.
Sheesh, I'm not your watchdog either.
Watchdog? Oh, please. You go out like all the time.
What, like you don't? Besides, what did you expect me to do? Hey, Mr. 400-ton robot, you'd better not crash into our house at Mach 5 or me and my motorcycle will really show you what's what.
That's not the... Ugh. I just... Never mind. I don't want to fight about this.
Hey, come on, don't be like that. We can fix this, no sweat.
I know, it's just... these attacks are really getting out of control. I'm running myself ragged chasing after them all.
Pshaw, those things don't stand a chance against world-saving pros like us.
Yeah, I guess, but this'll take weeks to fix. Months, even.
Well, why don't we just stay at Mila's for now?
She runs a lab, not a bed and breakfast. But still, maybe she'd know what to do.
Yeah, I love the poses in the cutscene too now. Because because like the animation's much more smooth, so it's basically just like the same style of cutscenes as the first Freedom Planet, except the cutscene automatically advances forward. But yeah, the destruction of the treehouse hits harder if you remember that in the first game, Lilac was like, I wouldn't last a day without my treehouse. Whoopsie. But she'll be fine. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah, I love the map music too. So there is a proper world map now. I believe there's a button you can press. Yeah, if you want to scroll and see the full thing. Ta-da. Yeah, originally my idea for the cutscenes was to have them like visual novel style, with just like a text box and the character portraits. But I'm glad we went with the sprites again. I think it's more impactful. All right, so our next destination is a hub area. There are now hub areas in this game. Da-da. Oh, you recognize this thing? It's the helicopters that were shooting down Torque's ship in Dragon Valley in the first game. And the ruins are just kind of there now.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, Mila has a house now.
Lilac! Carol! Wow, you guys look awful. Nice to see you too.
Yeah, sorry it's on such late notice, but could we crash at your place tonight? Our house was destroyed by this giant robot, and we need a place to stay while we fix up
I
the...
brought snacks! Please, come right in. Mi laboratorio es su laboratorio. Say what? Oh, never mind. Just don't touch anything that's glowing, or moving, or growling, okay?
Yeah, Mila's a smart puppy.
Coming! Oh, Lady Nero! What a lovely surprise! Whoa, what are you doing here? Did your treehouse get wrecked too? This isn't about that explosion last week, right? It was an accident, I swear! I was just trying a new chemical compound that would change the color of my clothes!
No.
Oh, okay.
But now that you've mentioned it, I'll have you file a little report once we return to Shang Tu.
Oh, okay. We return? Don't tell me.
The Magister has summoned you all for an audience.
I said don't tell me!
The Magister wants to see us? But why?
We're safer discussing this at the palace. Come.
Well, what if we don't wanna? You did kinda crash our unscripted sleepover.
It would be unwise of you to refuse.
Right, we're going.
Milo, what are
Absolutely.
you-
Chop, chop. You heard the lady.
Watch this.
Whoa,
Hold on a sec.
Make that 2 reports.
Yeah. I'll meet you outside the gate. Gather supplies if you must, but make it quick. And look, Mila replanted Mr. Stumpy just outside her house. Mila is really attached to this stump for a reason. She calls him Mr. Stumpy. And you can enter and look around if you want. A lot of books here. Math, chemistry, user manuals, even a few comics. Mila's lab table. It smells funny. Also, this calendar right here, it actually shows the current date. It is July 21st today. and yes, the poster is a Full Metal Alchemist reference. This bed is really short. Maybe this house used to belong to a rabbit? Yeah, there was actually a bit of a coding conundrum when working on the console ports that involved like setting the console's date to match this. Yeah, Lilac's ducking pose is pretty strong. Okay. Yeah, and there's an umbrella on the top of Mila's roof because there's a hole in it. And a nice bridge. And there's a little alcove here in case you want to take a selfie. Oh, by the way, you can take selfies. Ta-da! And you get an achievement for taking a selfie too. Oh, hello. This is Uni. I'm the local merchant around these parts. I sell a couple of helpful items that tone down the difficulty for new adventurers. Using helpful items reduces the crystal bonus you receive at the end of a stage, so I suggest that you only use them if you need them. Yeah. Uni sells element bursts, crystals to petals, and petal armor. Petal armor is a relatively recent addition, but it was geared specifically towards making the final boss easier. But it's generally very useful throughout. Alright, I'm done. Oh, Wallace. I get called in every once to patch things up around here. This place is literally falling apart. Yellow orb? I bring this little guy with me when I'm mining for gems. Earth orbs make nearby crystals drift towards you, kind of like a magnet. Oh. Don't do today what you can do tomorrow. I'm not gonna converse with everybody. Just to keep things like... Oh, you can sit down in chairs, just like the first game. Ah, Juniper. Friend of Hound. Hello. Friend is traveling? We have items. Very strong. Rabbit speaks of them. No rooms here. You can sleep in Hound Tree. Safe travel. Okay. Let's go.
You will travel to Shang Tu Palace and meet with the Magister immediately. You will act with proper reverence. I will not tolerate any flippancy.
No worries, Lady Neil.
She's strict. Yeah, also the background music in the temple area is a remix of a cutscene song in Freedom Planet 1. Why is the Sky Battalion theme used for the world map? This song wasn't originally intended for the game. It was just like a little remix that she made on her SoundCloud, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so awesome. Can we use it for the world map? And she was like, oh, thank you. Yes, you can. Alright, so our next stage, Shenlong Park. We actually see what the city of Shang Tu looks like now, too. It looks like a really cool capital city. It's one of your favorite tracks in the game. Awesome. Also, welcome, MedTats. Oh, I missed. Whatever. Yeah, I really like this song too. Yeah, the meteor rollers are back from Jade Creek. But they've gotten a sweet new paint job.
Can you all hear me through this thing?
Or funny, good buddy.
TV, right? But cool.
Oh, wow! Emma! Hi, Lila!
Hi, Mila.
And you can hit the bells to get extra crystals too. You can ride on the subway trains, and there's the different NPCs in each one too. It's the boss! In terms of level design, I have a soft spot for introducing bosses in the middle of the stage to like bother you in some way before you actually face them at the end. So So suffice to say, we did that a few times.
Wait, where are you guys going? She said not to do anything stupid.
If we split up and help, we won't be getting in the way at all.
Moist. You love that too, getting little boss previews? Yeah! It makes the stage feel more connected, like there's a reason for the boss being there. Ah! Okay. And these guys, if you try to hit them, they're like, bleh. They're like, bleh. But you have to hit the center in order to actually damage them. Oh, I saw a shield back there. So this is a fire shield. The fire shield in this game makes it so that after collecting a certain number of crystals, it will drop a life petal for you. And that's on top of the fire immunity it grants you. Also, I just ran through a speed gate. It's kind of a little bonus mini-game in each stage, where you have to cover as much distance as possible, and you leave those little yin-yang symbols behind. And depending on how many you left behind, you get a crystal for each one. Okay, let's open this up. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, we're approaching the harbor. I love the look of this place. It was actually updated after release. It looks super nice. Oh, I'm receiving a phone call. Not important. Yeah, I love the turbines here too. And the cargo ship in the background. Ah, it's so good. Da, da, da. Alright, boss time. So the trick with this boss is that it has an unusual weak point, which is the gun. So it really teaches you to try and like position yourself correctly in order to damage certain bosses. It used to be a lot harder, but then like Gerard the Completionist ended up playing our game before release, and got stuck at this boss for like half an hour. So we were like, okay, yeah, maybe it's a little much. But he did eventually beat it. That's cool. He's like, blah, 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 blah. And I like how all the bosses like explode in a pillar of fire in this game. It gives them a unique flavor. And like makes it very apparent when you've destroyed a boss. Ba-ba. You saw that stream? Oh, awesome. Yeah, like there was something like I think there was something like 20,000 people watching that event. It was part of an event where he was playing a bunch of different games. And there was something like 20k people watching him play the game, and none of us knew that at the time. And like my team members, like they told me after the stream, they were like, if we had known, we would have completely frozen up.
And I was like, wha-bam! And he was like, oh god, not that.
Yeah, it was Indie Land.
Oh, sorry. I think I was in a different part of the city. But wha-bam! Alright, yeah!
Good thing we split up. Nice and quick, just the way I like it.
Yeah. I originally wanted to program something in this conversation to where if you took longer than 15 minutes in the stage, Lilac's line would change. And she'd say instead, good thing we split up. It could have taken even longer than it did. But I didn't feel like coding the specific exception for this one cutscene, so. Well. Alright, so we are entering the Royal Palace. We can actually, like, walk around now. The Royal Palace got a huge glow up from the first game graphically. Oh my goodness. General Gong's got a great training dojo. He'll help you learn some more advanced techniques. First day on the job and I got stuck with one of the uniforms made for slim bears. Figures. No pun intended, by the way. Yeah, this is what I was talking about yesterday, about how in this game, even the basic soldiers in the game, they all have different looks. There isn't a single NPC in this game that looks exactly like someone else. Don't forget your guard button. The timing's a little tricky, but it can deflect attacks with practice. And there's mice. There's mice in Avalis. I used to live next to Kiara until she pulled out all of my furniture and put it in her dollhouse. Why do kids have to be so giant? Yeah, like if you look in the background, there's like an entire mouse village. And this, of course, is Gong's training dojo. You can practice on the targets, and he'll also have some mini-game challenges for you once you talk to the Magister. But this is really cool. I like how this turned out. This here's my training course. I'd love to show you around, but first the Magister wants to see you. Head to the Royal Palace on the eastern end of town to find him. Come back here when you're done, and I'll have some challenges waiting for you. Ah, Bunny, how you settling in? I know Shang Tu can be a pretty confusing city for you foreign types. Not that I'm saying you're stupid or anything, just that there's an adjustment period to our way of life. And this is like a tavern, but it does not open up until you talk to the Magister. I'm in charge of fighting illnesses around these parts. Life petals may protect us from serious physical injuries, but nobody's immune to the flu. Hey there! Name's Mai, studying the burgeoning new field of neuroscience. That's brain science, FYI. Over there is Dr. Telflov. She's into bioengineering, which is all that synthetic flesh stuff. I'd ask if you were here about the research assistant position, but I mean, just look at your hands. I need tiny fingers, I said. Tiny children's fingers. Yeah, sorry if I scared you. Dr. Telflov says I need to work on my people skills and my scientific research ethics. What? Good to see some new faces around here. Oh my. I love this part too, the fountain. It's so good. I want to take a picture. Whoops. I want to pose. You can choose from a few different ones. There you go. This one's so gorgeous. This particular environment right here, this whole fountain area was, like Tyson did the base sprites, but then Lewis did the like the fine tuning, the shading and refinement. Oh, hello, Brigard. And you can sit in the planters if you want. You can also sit on the stairs. And here's the entrance to the palace. He's like, you only get one wet. I'm in charge of the armory here. I also refine materials into gold gems, so feel free to bring me anything you collect on the field. So this is where you can exchange your crystals for gold gems when you need them, when you need to. I recommend keeping your cores for now because you can donate them to like a gallery later. Sorry, I can't give you a weapon you haven't been trained to use. Besides, I've heard about your dragon boost and it's probably stronger than anything we have here. Oh, Mother says that if I have a wood shield, life petals will move towards me. Mmm, so yummy. Hehehe. Maybe you can jump in the fountains just like in Shenlong Park. Oh, already heard that? It's been a while since I saw you. Welcome back. I tried telling people what you did to help us beat Brevin, but they don't listen. Don't worry though, everyone here in the palace knows your story. Mostly the part about you getting thrown in jail, but hey, that's still something. Yeah, continuity.
Your Excellency.
Welcome. We appreciate your attendance on such short notice.
Why have you brought us here, oh exalted one?
I am sure you are aware of the rise in creature attacks throughout Avalis. Our intelligence suggests that this is not a coincidence. However, their connection remains a mystery. We need capable fighters to counter the attacks and discover their origin. Assist us, and you will be graciously rewarded.
What kind of reward we talking about here? Wads of cash? A statue of yours truly? A solid gold motorbike? I think the motor would melt a solid gold bike. Wow. Way to crush my hopes and dreams into dust, Mila.
Any things you find on a mission are yours to keep. In addition, you may use the palace grounds as your base of operations.
What? That's not a reward. That's just picking up loose change. That's cleanup duty.
Carol, we need a place to stay. We can't just freeload off Mila. Besides, the money could help us rebuild our home.
Well, I don't know about you, but I want to find the robot that trashed our house and kick its big, shiny metal butt.
Yeah.
Help. But, my laboratory.
Our soldiers can transport all your equipment here easily.
Oh, that'd be great. Just make sure they're wearing safety equipment.
Have we reached an agreement?
Ladies,
Oh yeah.
Magister, we accept your offer.
You render your world a great service.
Yeah, everyone got a glow up here. Even the arrow in the background, which is still there after all these years. Yeah, and the Magister's flowy robes are so pretty.
Should you have mission-specific questions, please consult Lieutenant Nira. While in the field, she will act as your direct liaison in defending of Shang Tu.
You have performed great deeds in defense of our people, but that does not erase your past misconduct. Respect our laws and our judgment and you'll be fine. It is as simple as that. Ah. Oh, I already heard that. Oh,
I thought I smelled water dragon.
Hey, I've seen you around before.
hello,
Are you an
Vegeta.
Earth dragon?
Not quite. Why don't you go make yourself useful?
So the funny thing is that when I went down to Plano, Texas to do like recording stuff with the team, and of course we met Christopher Sabat because he owns the studio. But during that first meeting, at that point I had never watched Dragon Ball Z before, and I felt so embarrassed about it that as soon as I got home, I binged watched Dragon Ball Z Kai to see what he was all about. So I gained an appreciation for Sabat. I mean, I already appreciated him before because of everything that he did to help us. And he's just like an all-around amazing person. Yeah, I watched Kai. Oh yeah, and Piccolo too.
Rob Rauner gifted a tier 1 sub to Mighty Channel 8.
Thank you for gifted subby.
Subs in the channel.
Thank you, thank you. Hope you enjoy your emotes, Mighty. So now we can go into the training dojo. We can do target drums, pressure drums, or dodgeball, which is my favorite one. I'll breeze through these real quick. I appreciated Kai because of the way that it kind of like compressed the story of the first 3 seasons into a more digestible like size for someone like me who like wasn't able to binge all like 700 or 800 episodes. And the gong shields are indestructible. Don't worry about those. Yeah, it basically just like makes it faster, removes a lot of the filler. But there are parts of the classic Dragon Ball Z story that I didn't experience because I watched only Kai, which I've heard that the one where Piccolo tries to learn how to drive is pretty funny. And there was also some kind of like intergalactic tournament that I also missed out on. So I might go back and try and watch those episodes specifically. Huzzah! S rank, let's go! Yeah, in the training dojo, your rank is based purely on your time. Cause like, there's no enemies to fight. So the way the rankings normally work would not really like work in that context. Oh, Yumi, thank you for the breakout redeem. Wah.
My stones! We have a new record!
Stones! You'll see where that sound clip comes from later on. Alright, pressure drums. A new set of targets appears every 3 seconds. Destroy 30 targets as fast as you can. Let's go! Huzzah! Victory! Yes, there is a hidden Rainbow S rank, which is purely for bragging rights. Like, as far as the game's concerned, S rank is the best. But you can make your S rank rainbow colored with a very specific set of items. Alright, dodgeball! This is a good way to practice the dodge mechanic in general. Earn points by avoiding the balls. Successful guards give you extra points. Earn 1,000 points as fast as you can. I forgot that this sound effect is shared with a boss in the Battlesphere whose audio we changed at some point. So I'll have to change this back in the next patch to the normal bouncy balls. So yeah, all you do is dodge into the balls. And if you get hit by one, you lose points. But even if you get hit a ton, you'll eventually get the 1,000 points. Well, okay, I consider that a bug. Well, okay. We also have sparring matches. You can fight your friends. And Escal. Alright, so... well, let's fight Gong. Why is it called a guard if it's definitely a dodge? I just felt like calling it a guard. I suppose a parry would be a more accurate word to use. Panda, Rilau, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate it so much. I hope you enjoy your emotes. And of course, ad-free viewing on the Spacey Bottotelli channel. No! Okay, so new to this game, you can choose to revive on the spot with a very small sliver of health and a few seconds of invincibility. It's very good if you've almost defeated a boss, but you end up dying like when they only have a little bit of health remaining. So it's a really good comeback mechanic if you use it correctly. Wow. Was all the VA work for Freedom Planet 2 done in Plano with Sabbath? Most of it. We did do pickup lines later on that were, that some of them were remote. Because, like, plans change sometimes. And, sometimes, like, a cutscene that we didn't... Because, like, all the dialogue was recorded before most of the game was finished. So, like, at some point in the future, like, certain things changed around, and we needed, like, new, like, voice lines to fit the different contexts. So we did do around the pickups later on. Yeah, Gong was not fightable in Freedom Planet 1. Okay, let's fight Carol. Ta-da. And she's got a jump disc in this game, which is kind of like our way of fixing the problem with the jump pads in the first game with her, where like it was very dependent on the environment whether or not she could warp around. But now she carries a portable jump pad in the form of that disc. T-Birch, thank you for the raid, I appreciate that. Welcome, Raiders. I'm Stacey Bartletelli, I'm a Gadgeteer Bat and a game developer, and I am the producer of the Freedom Planet series. Today we're celebrating the 9th anniversary of the original Freedom Planet by playing Freedom Planet 2. There you go. Yeah, in order to fight Ascal, you need to defeat 4 opponents. So once we beat Mila and Nira, then we can face them. Anthony, welcome. Super cool, love learning how you made this game and getting to see behind the scenes like this. I'm so glad to hear that. Mila has gotten a huge buff from how she played in the first game. Like, instead of having to sit still and summon a cube that she holds above her head, you just press guard and it appears, and it floats behind her. And it can be used to augment her attacks. And she has a projectile now, like a small projectile. Because, like, in the first game, you needed to charge the cube in order to use your best move, so, like, being a good Mila player in the first game involved, like, constantly charging. But now, not so much. Woohoo! Playing through Freedom Planet 1 again before playing 2 for the first time, but a friend mentioned you on stream. Oh, awesome! I hope you enjoy the first game. Alright, all that's left is Nira. Rematch from Jade Creek. She's probably the most difficult of the 4 playable characters that you can fight. Mainly because of how aggressive she is compared to the other 2. So you really gotta be careful. Let's go!
Woohoo!
Yeah, like, just like I wanted, like, the backgrounds in this game to be at the same, like, graphical level as a 2D fighting game, so are the characters. So, I feel like the character sprites in this game are at a point where you could just drop them into a fighting game and they would work. You'd have plenty of animations to work with. Alright, time for Ascal. The shadowy figure there, is Pangu, but we don't have Pangu yet. But once you get Pangu, they can create a hologram of the character that you're currently playing as, so then you can fight yourself. Ascal! Oh, you don't want to get hit by that. Oh, now he summons rocks. I like that, like how his arm basically has like pistons that enhance the power of his punches. I'll show what this does. Yeah. Yeah, it's just endurance. Smile. You appreciate the alternative save images in Freedom Planet 1, including Doge Me. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. You can tell how old that game is because of that. Alright, so all that's left is to get Pengu and then fight ourselves. Whoopsie. I'll just back out. Mama. Oh, also, Mila has a laboratory. You can buy potions from her. Hi, welcome to El Laboratorio de Mila. By the awesome power of science, I make potions to help on our missions. Yeah, some of these are very helpful. Like, I would especially recommend strong shields, and especially if you're going for Rainbow Ass. Also, Healing Strike is a good one. Strong Revivals is good too. But they all have their uses. Cyclone! Yeah, they are in color order. So at this point, you can pick from one of 3 episodes to tackle in any order. I'll take Zippy and then go for the first one, Sky Pirate Panic. Ah! Once you start an episode, you must complete it before you can select a new one. Let's do it. I wonder who that is. Whale ship. Ah, they're stealing Pengu. Alright, so it's time for Avian Museum. Avian Museum.
There's been an attack on the museum. The culprits stole Pengu.
Pengu contains an extensive database of our history and culture. Much of its knowledge has yet to be deciphered. It must be recovered at all costs.
Okay, let's go for it. Pengu at the disco. I like the music in this stage too. Fun fact, Avian Museum was actually the first stage that we ever made for this game. I didn't want to start with Dragon Valley because I just knew that if I made it the first stage we worked on, that we would have to revamp it at some point. Dragon Valley, I think, was actually like the 3rd or 4th stage we worked on, and we still revamped it at some point. But yeah, Avian Museum was the first. And you got these springboards here that are based on like those balancing bird toys. Yeah, the very earliest screenshots that we showed of the game were in Avian Museum. Secret area! We found a Bravestone. Bravestones you have to find in the stages themselves. Because, like, I personally felt like it wouldn't make sense if the player had to spend their hard-earned money on something that would make the game even harder. So you find them in the stages instead, and they reward exploration, and they give you an incentive to kind of like use them so you can get extra crystals. Da 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 da. Jump, jump, jump. Now these things show up. Something in the background is chucking towers at us.
Hey Stacy, playing my favorite game of all time.
Ah, Bronzethorn, thank you so much. Thank you for playing this game. I'm glad you like it. Woo! Speed. Dun, dun, dun. The disappearing blocks are back with a twist, though. Spider. Lilacs Dive Kick is really good for clearing out these weak points that are lined up vertically like this. Huzzah! So the twist with these disappearing blocks is that if you're overlapping one, that happens. that little quirk there, the little Easter egg there, actually arose because of a problem that we had, where if originally they didn't do that, and if you were overlapping them when they appeared on top of you, you would get pushed to the side, and sometimes that would allow you to clip through walls. So my solution to that was to actually trap the player inside until they disappear again. You changed your desktop icon for Freedom Planet 2 to that stuck sprite. Nice!
That's the bot that trashed our house!
What? That's
Revenge!
Right now!
Stay where you are, Carol. This one's personal. Besides, this situation needs a more delicate touch. This is for trashing our house!
Elegant as always. So this boss kind of teaches you how to guard effectively, because it will teleport in and out, and when you get its health down enough, when it teleports in, it will try and slash you. And it's kind of tricky to avoid unless you're already moving. But if you know how to guard, then it's no problem. Haha! Now he sheds his armor and he moves faster. Ah, Cernace, thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome. Nice. It's Avian Museum down.
That's how it's done.
Monkey. There's a monkey on the ground.
Hey, you've got some explaining to do, mister. Who are you? Why did you destroy my home?
Success!
You broke my buddy! My friend! How could you? We were just having fun!
That's what we felt like when you broke our house. Doesn't feel so good, does it?
Do you even know how long it took to fix the micro sensor bracket? I installed a high-fidelity amplifier so I could eliminate all the IR interference and use it right from the control pad. And it had a flush mount and a high-data IR encoder and a micro sensor audio and wide-angle reception and a bicolor light too. And I could even use it in the sun because usually IR interference is unbearable.
What just happened? Lilac here. Mission accomplished. The culprit is incapacitated.
You fool! What are you still doing there? The thieves are getting away in their airship!
What? I only found that out, like, right now.
Enough! Head to the seaport immediately! Move out!
The voice actor said that all in one take and breath. She did. Oh my gosh.
You fell for it!
Hey, get back here!
Sarah Ann Williams did such a good job voicing Ah. I can't imagine the strain that it must have that kind of character can take on your voice, but she did it awesomely. Okay, so now we can go to the gallery. That's a screaming character from the logo screen? Yeah, it is. Oh, look. It's Sammy. Bobby Bobby. Hi, I'm Sammy. Welcome to the gallery. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Master says that you're banned. A significant number of exhibits were destroyed by all those robots. If you help us pay for new exhibits, I'm sure he'll let you back in. Kane the Alchemist, welcome. What's this game? This is Freedom Planet 2, a game that I produced along with my team. And today we're actually celebrating the 9th anniversary of the original Freedom Planet releasing. So I figure, I played the original yesterday, so today I'm playing the sequel. Ow! The doors in the main hall lead to different galleries ready for new exhibits. Most of the doors are locked at first, but we'll open more galleries later. We've placed signs next to exhibits you can donate to. We accept a variety of currencies, including cores, crystals, and gold gems. When all of the exhibits in a room are constructed, we'll build a perfect replica of the specimen. So, all the NPCs were designed before Paige was born. So sadly, she is not an NPC in the game, but I had to put Sammy in. And Sammy runs on all fours, like Mila.
I woke up thinking, Bo, today's going to be a wonderful day. And then my museum got blown up by sky pirates. You are banned for life. You hear me? You and your Tarsier friend. Banned. I might let you back if you pay for all the damage you caused. But I doubt a reprobate like yourself could ever afford it. How? What do you mean how? Donations! There's signs all over the place for them. Get going. Harv, watch where you're going, young lady. Well, young people, they're just roughhousing.
Your doggies are the best, thank you. Yeah, I agree. Oh my gosh, they're so good. And this is Tyson Tan's OC, Cloud. Hey, are you the one who wrecked the museum? If so, thanks. Now that he's mad at someone else, the amount of side-eye I get from Sour-Faced McSourton has practically dropped to 0. Can't even remember the last time he called me a loitering layabout. So yeah, the main gimmick behind the gallery is that you can dump excess currency to repair some of the exhibits. And it's basically a way to show how the bosses are put together, like all the different pieces. I thought that they were beautiful enough to kind of like showcase on their own. Ah, okay, Pro Prisoner's done. You didn't know what a Tarsier was until this game? Yeah, it's a species of monkey that is native to the Philippines. All right, let's repair the second boss. The bosses are so magnificent. Yeah, oh my gosh. The detail that Tyson Tan put into designing each individual part Like even like in some of the bosses, you can see like gears and wires that you normally wouldn't be able to because other parts are overlapping them. It's so good. Okay, and of course, the sloth. Oh my gosh, look at these parts. They're so detailed. I don't have enough for that one. So I'll have to get more cores to finish this exhibit. Yeah, the bosses look so good. You saw, oh yeah, Tyson Tat did a few streams long ago of like designing different bosses. Alright, next up is Airship Saguada, one of my personal favorite stages in the game. We basically have to go into the sky and catch up to the Saguada. And there's praying mantises with boxing gloves on. And lips. Let's go! Yeah, Panda, but it's funny you mentioned that, like, I think it really speaks to the variety of stages in this game that no two personal tier lists are the same. One stage might be someone's personal favorite and another might be someone's least favorite. I really like that. I think that variety is a very strong point. Because that means that there's something for everyone. Of course, you know me, I have a soft spot for airship stages. I mean, it makes sense, I am a bat, and I can fly. The irony, of course, is that I'm actually afraid of heights. I think maybe that's what makes this more intense, the experience of an airship level more intense for me. Haha. Get blown up. Yeah, the puzzle block mechanic turned out really well too. Mini boss. I really like the look of this boss too. Of course, we will finish her off later. You like castle stages? Nice. Ah! Come on. Out. Okay, this one. Nice. The nice perk of being a game developer is that you're automatically good at your own game. Honestly, most of the time, I don't consider that a good thing because when you're good at your own game, you lack context for new players, and it's very easy to make your game too hard. So a lot of times I do wish I was less experienced at my own game. one thing that can help is to give yourself like a personal handicap, like trying to only play with one hand, for example. Another thing you could do is to implement a one-hit KO mode in your game, and make sure that you can actually beat your levels without taking a single hit. Because you'd be surprised how effective of a baseline that is. And it also has a way of forcing you to make your combat encounters fair. Alright, round 2. Let's go! And that's not the final boss of the stage. Crystals! There's Pengu!
Pengu! Looks like she's been deactivated.
Whoa there! Throttle back, Tiger.
Hey you! What do you think you're doing with our robot?
Let me bring you up to speed. The name's Corazon, captain of the Sigwada and mercenary extraordinaire. In the flesh. That Pengu of yours is a real sweet piece of hardware. You stole it from Perusa. We're here to steal it back.
I don't know what you're talking about, but there's no way you're keeping her after what you've done.
I figured you'd say that. Then it's time to kick the tires and light the fires!
Let's go!
Coming at you, Speedy!
Rival fight! Yes, there are other green cats in the world besides Carol.
Check six. Gotta push the envelope. Check six. Looks like someone's anchored.
So, the focus on this boss fight is to be able to position yourself correctly to avoid her attacks. And once you got that figured out, then it's pretty doable.
Got your padlock. Check six. Fire!
Let's go!
Woohoo!
Huzzah! Oh yeah, I heard the thing about Bloodstained, about how they made sure that every encounter in the game can be beaten with just the starting equipment without getting hit. That must have been nuts to test.
Pretty impressive. I actually got a little beaten up.
The mastermind, I presume.
Doesn't she look familiar? Hey guys, kept you waiting. Huh? What the heck, Corey?
Carol? Is that you? Well, ain't this a Charlie Foxtrot of a situation? Sorry, sis. Another time.
Corey!
After her!
Ah, you've been bamboozled.
A decoy. Clever.
I must reluctantly agree. For a wildcat.
But look! Pengu's back! Yay!
I guess that's something to celebrate. Carol, was that your sister?
Yeah, honestly, I'm totally weirded out right now, so...
Sister or not, this was an attempted robbery of a major historical artifact on Shangtuzian soil. Airspace. Both. The Magister will hear of this.
The ports have been ghosted, milady.
Excellent. And the Pengu drone?
Too much downtown action. We had to jink out of there pronto.
Unfortunate. Remember, Feline, I cannot guarantee the safety of you or your family unless you have properly fulfilled your duties.
Yes, milady.
The drone will be ours, eventually. It is only a matter of time.
Yay! She's awake!
Scanning location.
Yeah.
Good evening, sir.
Hey, the museum got trashed, so this place is your new home for now.
Location set as home.
Now turn into a dragon!
Invalid command.
Sorry, kid. Her dragon mode had to go. Didn't want to scare the museum staff in case someone accidentally messed with it.
Boo.
I'm totally okay with that. I'd hate to fight that thing again. Though I kind of miss riding it.
Yeah, me too.
Magister at today's events. That woman is now on the official terror watch list for all of Shang Tu.
That's probably for the best.
For the best? That's my sister we're talking about.
The watch list is designed with the safety of Shang Tu and its citizens in mind. Your frankly nebulous familial ties don't even come into it.
Whatever.
Whatever. Being good at your own games has its perk. Makes it easier to design something very hard yet fair and fun. Yeah, if you do it correctly, yeah. If you just like pay mind to the things that you might not be able to like replicate. Can't believe our ports got hammered by the Siguata. Those sky pirates mostly operate out of Perusa. Pango must have been real important for them to come this far. I'd still clear the museum for a while if I were you. Heard the curator holds a mean grudge. Yeah, we can ride Pangu. Whee! And you can see this makes it easier to see details in the ceiling. Looks so good. But we can also talk to Pangu.
Please state your command.
And Pangu has a collection of audio logs that you can play for extra context with the original Freedom Planet. This one is the original Kingdom Stone message from Pangu Lagoon.
This is our final message. A message that we leave for the future. Although we will respect the wishes of your people and allow our influence to pass into legend, there will come a time in your history when you must learn.
Was this redubbed? No, this is the original clip.
We're stranded here. We sought desperately.
The look of the dragon scientist was updated to match everyone else's redesigns, though.
To find a way home, but we are no closer to an answer than when we started. We decided
Yeah,
that
this is
helping
Edwin.
more civilizations survive and prosper was a more efficient use of our technology. We have condensed our energy reserves into a physical relic of extraordinary power. With proper care, you may one day use it to travel to the stars, to find the answers that we alone could never find. If you wish to know more, you'll have to access our internal database. I pray that it is still intact by the time you receive this message. May the winds of time carry you for eternity.
Nice. And this one is new to this game. It is basically the Magister recapping the aftermath of Freedom Planet 1.
3 years have passed since the invasion that almost destroyed our world of Avalis. Brevin, the intergalactic warlord, had planned to steal the Kingdom Stone, source of energy for all our world's technology. With the help of Lilac, the Water Dragon Warrior, and her friends, we drove back our alien attack.
You sure did.
But the scars of war remain. The Kingdom Stone has been shattered, its fragments scattered into the very air around us. Remnants of the alien attack force haunt us still, striking us at our most vulnerable, leaving us in a perpetual state of turmoil. The world of Avalis needs hope, but more than that, it needs heroes.
It needs heroes. Yeah, that's true, Eps. I remember like it was yesterday. Okay. I'm not thrilled at the damage caused to the museum's exhibits. Neither is the owner. I suppose it was unavoidable, all things considered. You should consider contributing a few gems towards the rebuilding process.
In hindsight, perhaps we should have secured Pangu within the confines of this palace. Nevertheless, I believe having such a rare artifact be available for public viewing to be important.
That's a good sentiment. Forces may be down to half strength, but Shang Tu will be protected. Let's get a gold gem. Just in case we need one. Quack. Well, now that we have Pengu, we can finish that dojo challenge. Yeah, Pengu hologram. Mirror match. Cyclone at the same time. Let's go!
Stay classy.
Got a new badge too that I didn't get before. Your own worst enemy. Defeat your own character in combat. Got him. Oh yeah. Yeah, we made her eat those words. Oh. So we beat up a robot with a kid genius inside its gooey center, and then we found out there are two Carols? Our lives are strange. I hope the little guy is okay. Maybe we shouldn't have broken his friend? Well, yeah, no names. Alright, so we'll just go in order of difficulty. So next is Enter the Battlesphere. I'll take Zippy, and then we'll go on. Ah, shoot, I spilled water. Ah! Okay, okay, I'm wiping it out. Alright, come on, come on. The moisture. Okay, I think I got it all.
Oh no.
Oh no. It's just water. Alright, so enter the Battlesphere. This is a pretty interesting story arc.
Have you seen Carol?
Yeah, she said she was going to Shang Tu to buy ice cream for everyone. Isn't she the best?
Uh-huh. Sure. Let's just check on her super quick.
Carol? Why are you going to Shang Tu?
Battlesphere, gonna fight, gonna get me some grand prizes.
Whoa, what now? What about, you know, our missions from the Magister?
Can't talk, robot smashy time.
Nira's gonna kill us.
Do you hate Mondays like we do? Then come on down to the Battlesphere for Mayhem Monday! Face down the awesome power of our BattleBot Brigade! And don't forget about our knuckle-busting Battle Royale! Where fighters from all around the globe duke it out for a chance to win the grand prize! Are you a bad enough dude to survive the Battlesphere? If you are, you'll face me, Captain Kalau!
Must be 13 years old or to apply. The Battlesphere is not responsible for death, dismemberment, injuries, or hair loss of any kind. This advertisement is brought to you by Mayor Zhao and Zhao Entertainment Corporation. Grand prizes are subject to change at the discretion of Mayor Zhao at any time and are non-negotiable. All entrance fees are non-refundable.
Enter now!
Is she out of her feline mind?
I wouldn't underestimate Carol the Wildcat. Oh, do you think that would be her stage name? That would be so cool!
Go after her if you wish. I have better things to do.
Wait, didn't you say you were looking for more fighters?
A solid idea. But Gong and I had already considered it. The champion had no interest in our battles. Something about the Red Wing of Justice will not be drafted into military service.
That was very good!
Thank you.
But you do want his help, right? So what if we go to the Battlesphere and win? Then he'll have to reconsider.
It'll be fun! I'm going to enter as Aleem, the masked Murata with a mysterious past.
Of course.
I know if the robots in there are related to the ones we've been fighting. I suppose this is worth our attention.
That's the spirit.
Nothing says cool and edgy like having an alter ego of yourself with that is just your normal name but backwards. Mila gets it. So, yeah, originally when Mila entered the Battlesphere, she was going to have like a whole separate like costume for herself, but obviously that would have been way too much sprite work. Yes, our next stage is Phoenix Highway, I think it's one of the more iconic ones in this game. Very good music too, once again. Yeah, the main gimmick here is those light gates that move like the green bars and give you access to new areas, and of course the boost rings. Very fast-paced stage. This little power-up makes it so that you can shoot your projectiles just like in Pengu Lagoon. And it also makes your energy meter regenerate faster, so you can chain dragon boosts together much more easily while the power-up is active. Oh, you see what I did there? If you break on the ground under certain situations, Lilac will start running backwards and she gets like a goofy grin on her face. And the bubble orbiters are back from Jade Creek in the original Freedom Planet. I pretty much just directly ported them over because they were one of the more memorable enemies for me. Yeah, and these drill rocks, you can drill through tunnels too. Xandar, thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. Welcome, welcome. I'm Spacey Batelli, I'm a Gadgeteer Bat and a game developer, and I'm the producer of the Freedom Planet series, and I'm currently playing Freedom Planet 2. Today happens to be the 9th anniversary of the original Freedom Planet coming out on PC. Come on, Ow. Yeah, I like how the background transitions as you progress through the stage. From the background being originally, like, at the start of the stage being Shang Tu, and now we're in Shang Mu. Train boss. Now, this boss's name is Discord, and that's specifically because there's like a train line in China called Harmony, so it's kind of like the opposite of that. Now, if you time it correctly, you can grab those drills that he's spitting out, and then you'll go like backwards into the engine, and then hit him for massive damage. But it's just as easy to do this. Let's go! Such a fun and breezy stage. Alright, so we're in Shangmu. Such a pretty city. And it looked a little well, it's not little, it's a huge statue of Zhao that's kind of like a spoof on the Statue of Liberty. And then there's a city hall there to the left of the Battlesphere. And then up on top is the Globe Opera. Alright, so next up is Zhaoland, another memorable stage.
An unexpected deviation. This diversion gives us an opportunity to confirm our neighbor's strength. We are all in this together, after all.
Have fun storming the Battlesphere! Takes me back.
Ah. I love the song in this stage too. Balloons to pop. Yeah, and these are like a strength test. If you hit it enough to where the bar gets to the top, you get crystals. And this stage also introduces grind rails, which pop up in a few other stages later on. I can't think of a single game in existence that would not be improved with grind rails. Even in games that aren't action games, like, you know, like puzzle games or card games. Rail grinding makes everything better. And in fact, like the upcoming, the new Mario game that's coming out soon, Super Mario Wonder, I noticed the grind rail section in that. They finally wised up. Yeah, imagine solitaire with grind rails. The teacups were one of the few sprites in the game that I actually had to use a 3D model as reference for, and just kind of like trace over it. Mostly for like the bowl shape. I drew the handle and the like the pattern on it myself. Okay, there's an alcove over here with a gold gem. Ta-da! Oh, and this part too is pretty fun. The baseballs. Batter up! Oopsie. Not where I wanted to go. Okay, all good. That's the boss, of course. Grind rail! Now, if you stand right on top of the boss, when it throws the baseball, it will actually damage itself with the explosion. Yep, like that. Let's go! Except that's not all. It splits in 3 after you destroy it. Oh, I got Dragon Powerhouse. That badge is specifically for inflicting 40 base damage with a single dragon boost. Huzzah! Oh no, I hear thunder. Oh, what's my favorite type of bat? My favorite type of bat is the northern long-eared bat. I think that's the closest to what I Spacey Bottlatelli am. Well, I would actually love thunderstorms if it weren't for the very real possibility of losing power. But like, I just like the vibes. But like, I always get like really nervous about like not having power for like several hours. Especially during the summertime when it's very hot. Alright, it's time to enter the battle sphere. We enter through the hub first. And fun fact, the background is based on the shopping mall in Fortune Knight from the first game. Like, the impression is that it's basically the same area, and the shopping mall was, like, in the first game, was, like, a part of the Battlesphere. Like, my personal headcanon is that in the first game, like, the shopping mall would eventually become the Battlesphere, but the actual, like, battle arena was under construction, and that's the reason why Mayor Zhao needed so much energy. So that's kind of his motivation for stealing the Kingdom Stone in the first place. Was to get enough energy to complete the Battlesphere. And of course, once the Kingdom Stone exploded into a big ball of energy in the sky, there was plenty of energy to go around, and within those 3 years, it was able to be finished.
No funny business. Unless you're one of the battle clowns. In that case, the dispensation of humor would be acceptable. The various antics of the battle clowns are most agreeable. We all enjoy a good laugh. Professionally, of course. Is it a headcanon if you are the creator? I guess not. I drew a picture! Look at it! I forgot how crude this one was. Ying is like one of my favorite NPCs. Snakes are dumb. And Lilac's like, I think you and I are going to be good friends. Cafe 64. There are some sandwiches for sale here. Fruit juice, too. Oh, Dougie, a corgi named Root Beer. Lilac, what brings you back to these parts? If you ever feel like going on another wacky adventure with the red scarves, we're not far away. The whole thing with the museum and Shang Tu seaports wouldn't have happened under my watch. That's the trouble with Shang Tujians. Way too soft. Give them a couple of days with Shang Mu's #1 patrol guard. I'll whip them into shape. Hey, I got my eye on you. Nothing escapes the gaze of Shang Mu's #1 patrol guard. Keep walking before I arrest you for obstruction of a police officer in the execution of their duties. My father was a demon king with 3 eyes. He killed my mom and sister and then gave me his powers so I could do his bidding, but I said no and he banished me. My weapon is a guitar sword made from the bones of dead behemoths. They can summon shadow clones to fight for me. There's a dimensional rift in my left eye that gives it a rainbow color. I'd show you, but unfortunately it destroys anyone who looks at it. Yeah, Jeffrey is good too.
I love Rebecca too. She's so cute. Hey there, welcome to the Silver Lowest Express, home of Shang Mu's finest homemade noodles. And I like the background too. That was made by Chengi. I love Chengi's art style, oh my goodness. And Blake and Balthazar, a dynamic duo.
Hey, you.
Yeah, you.
You think you're a true warrior? Now's your chance to prove it.
We procured a few artifacts that will truly test your might on the battlefield.
Brave stones, ready to roll.
For a small fee, of course. If you're skilled enough to clear stages with them, you'll easily earn back the cost. So this is where you get the one-hit KO stone. You need to equip this stone in order to get Rainbow S rank. You need to equip this stone and then like one other Brave Stone. Items to bombs. All item containers are transformed into bombs. Then life oscillation. Every 30 seconds your life meter alternates between fully restored and completely drained. But yeah, it gives like a massive 75% bonus, so it's pretty much required. You think the creators can still have headcanons, especially on things that are up in the air and uncertain? Yeah, that's the way I think of it too, honestly.
What do you mean, have we ever used them? Of course we have. Inside our house. With the doors and windows locked where it's safe.
Hey, what'd I tell you? No getting soft in front of the customers.
Sorry.
The Daybreakers are much cooler than those edgy red-scarfed buffoons. For one thing, we actually follow the law. Nothing is cooler than that. Maria Notte, she's the reason that I'm a bat. She was the direct inspiration behind Spacey Bocatelli. I'm Maria Notte with Trident Kingdom News, Atlas's #1 news network. You may remember me from such harrowing documentaries as Aliens, The Maniacs Who Blew It Up, and Magnificent, the 100 Best Hair Salons for Canines. Hey, weren't you one of the kids that got thrown into a Shang Tu prison? We should do an interview about that sometime. And then Pommy is Sean Chiplock's OC. Stadium food, am I right? Hi, I'm Pommy. I'm manning the Galaxy Trail booth here. Or I was supposed to, but all that's there is plywood and paint, so I'm just kind of loafing around now. Anyway, thanks for playing so far. Yeah, thank you for voicing so many cool characters. There's more bats up here that also inspired me. Tyson Tan's bats, I love them so much. Yeah, there's one. There's two. Bats! And they hang on the ceiling. I'm so glad that we could do that. Bat! Claire, I gotta remember my shades next time I'm out at sunrise. Last time I just couldn't see a thing and got lost. And before you even start, yes, I've heard all the blind as a bat jokes before. Keep them to yourself. Why are you talking to me? I'm not really that important. Yes, you are, Ben. You're super important. Naomi. Hi there, welcome to Vinyl Venue. I guarantee you'll find something to fit your groove. This is where you can buy like the soundtrack and then you can play it in the jukebox later. And the vinyl, we felt that having to pay for them in gold gems would be too much. So they are the only item in the game that can be bought with crystals. But yeah, there's so many songs in this game. I gotta double check once I go back to the map. I think there's something like 90 tracks. Kiki. I love the look of Kiki's salon too. That was also drawn by Chengi. What can I do for you today? Do you have an appointment? Would you like me to trim those ponytails of yours? No! I mean, no thank you. Sorry. Poor Lilac. She still has traumatic memories from the first game. No? Well, allow me to leave you with a small peruse in Solaloquane. A sleeping crustacean gets carried away by the current. Basically, you snooze, you lose. Anyone who says Captain Clow is the hottest fighter clearly wasn't around when Jade Fury took the stage. How did he keep his fur so glossy and perfect? Oh, this is Lindsay's OC. Well, not really OC, but it's like a suggestion. Because we approached all the voice actors and asked them if there was an NPC that we wanted to that they would like to see in the game, and a lot of them requested NPCs based on their pets. But Lindsay was like, no, let's do like a blue leopard girl. Captain Cloud Quest 2 came out a few weeks ago. It's pretty good. The shooting levels take forever though. Why didn't they just stick with the classic beat-em-up action of the first Kill Quest? The fur dye in Kiki's salon is amazing. I bet you thought that blue was my natural fur color. The only prizes in this crane game are Captain Clow action figures. The striving game only seems to work if there are 4 players. Lame. It's the same strength test as the one in Zoundland, but smaller. A state-of-the-art dance now machine. Groovy. Well, Kevin, Battlesphere time. I can't wait to see Captain Clow. I know it seems hard by heart. And look, one of the pinball machines is literally a Freedom Planet pinball machine. Just kind of a little nod. It looks like this game is playable. Yes, that we actually coded in a playable arcade game. Fists of Frog.
Fist of Frog.
So you get the lily pad and then you get boxing gloves on your frog and then you can punch the crocs out while they're green. But don't touch them while they're red. And the goal of each level is to collect all the golden flies. It was like a deliberate throwback to like those single screen arcade cabinets. Of like the 80s. Ah, Catharsis, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome. There actually is a badge attached to this, but we tried to make it easy. Just in case people did not like the unexpected gameplay change. And you get extra bonus points if you knock out multiple crocs in the same jump. You played this a bunch? Nice! I think the badge is for clearing level 2, so I'll do that and then I'll back out. I usually try not to jump without the boxing gloves, unless I absolutely have to, because while you're jumping, it's quite easy to get like side blinded. There we go, Pond Hopper, clear level 2. Well, Nira, my dear, is that you? You look different today. You have a choice whether you lie to her or not. No, I'm not her. Oh, I'm sorry, young lady. I may need a new pair of glasses soon. And then if you say yes, I appreciate the attention, but shouldn't you be making friends your own age, my dear? Yeah, Nira knows Grandma Ming for some reason.
Carol, wait up!
Lilac, hi, how's it going?
What were you thinking? You shouldn't have run off without us.
I don't need a babysitter, okay? I can handle myself.
That's not the point and not at all what I meant.
We want a battlesphere too!
Mira? If we're gonna fight in the battlesphere, then we're gonna do it together, as a team.
Awesome! Looks like the old Carol charm is finally rubbing off on you guys. Even you, scary lady.
Don't flatter yourself. I'm here to recruit the champion to our cause. And to help you. You are clearly doomed to fail without our support.
Gee, thanks for the vote of confidence.
Nira does not mince words. Toby Stripes. I've been training every day since I busted my knee, almost ready to take on the champ again. Knee injuries are pretty common in the battlesphere. I'd wear some guard pads if I were you. In the pit stop, part of the maintenance crew, we keep Zhao's battlebots in top shape. This is where you can do the gem exchange here, so that there is a location other than Shang Tu. Alright, so I think that's everybody. So let's go to the arena. Nira joining the gang is a really fun dynamic. I know, I agree, Nat. I love Nira so much because of the way that she bounces off the rest of the characters.
Next contestant is a water dragon. Now there's something you don't see every day.
So, the Battlesphere part of the game is a set of 4 gauntlets that you have to get through with like 4 separate challenges. And then you can complete the episode. Is this the guy for that redeem? Yeah, it is. That is Igor Crow, the Battlesphere announcer. And whenever you get a new record in a stage, he says, "My stones, we have a new record." And like the reason he says my stones, yeah, like
we
that.
have a new record.
The reason he says my stones is because like people worship the Kingdom Stone on this planet, so it was kind of a deity to them in a way. My stones! We have a new record! But people interpreted it a different way that I did not expect. So it has become a meme.
We have a new record! My stones! We have a new record! We have a new record!
Okay, so round 2 is a battle royale. You get to beat up literally hundreds of robots with all your friends. And they have the same AI as they do in their boss fights in the dojo. I like this part a lot. It's very intense and fun and like chaotic. Thank you, Nira. Let's go! And I always love it when, by coincidence, all 4 characters end up on the victory screen.
We have a new record! We have a new record! We have a new record!
Milestones!
Booyah! Piece of cake!
Child's play.
So what now?
Whoa! Looks like somebody didn't get the memo. My stones! We have a new record! The champion of the Battlesphere! My stones! We have a new record!
Alright, here's the plan. You guys take the fall, and I'll take on the champ.
No, you have done well to come this far, but facing the champion...
My stones! We have a new record!
Guess we're going to have to settle this the hard way, huh?
Oh, I've been waiting a long time for this!
I bet you have, Carol. So, now we have to fight each other to see who will have the honor of facing Captain Clow in the final round. And the strat is to just hang back, let them soften each other up first, and then you go in for the KO. Usually, but not always, Nira is the last one to survive. So then it becomes a boss fight against her. Mila! Oh, Nira died second. Ah! Also, if you die, he comments on it. No!
Didn't quite hit the mark there.
One more time.
Let's go.
My stones! We have a new record!
Carol would have won if I didn't revive. It's rigged, yeah. Station Thandrias.
We have a new
Thank you so much for the
record!
call.
We have a new
Appreciate it.
record!
That was awesome! Let's do it again. I'm okay. Don't worry about
My stones! We have a new record!
Alright, it's time for Captain Clow.
Ladies and gentlemen, the self-proclaimed defender of the defenseless, the Red Wing of Justice, our very own champion of the Battlesphere, Captain Clow!
Captain Kalau, I presume? You're a hard person to get a hold of, you know that?
You have fought well, citizen. I, Captain Kalau, acknowledge your force.
I am honored, Captain, and would like to extend to you an invitation. Shang Tu is besieged by war machines and needs stalwart heroes to defend it. Please, in the name of justice, help us protect our city.
Is that so? Very well. I will make time to listen to your intriguing offer.
But first, I dare you to face one final challenge. That's right, folks. The champion himself will decide what a contestant's final challenge will be.
But first...
This calls for a race.
Really? You do know who I am, right?
I assure you, citizen, you'll need more than a nice pair of boots to keep up with me.
All right. So, my original vision for this challenge was that it would be a random thing between race, boss fight, and home run. But I decided that home run should be its own separate thing, as well as the boss. So it always lands on race each time. But yeah, reach the goal line before Captain Cloud to win this challenge. Good luck. Oh my gosh, yeah, Captain Cloud's voice actress did such an awesome job. She just went completely ham. And this challenge is quite easy, specifically because there is a badge for beating it without using any attacks or specials. You just have to run forward and you're only allowed to jump. It's the good sport badge, so it had to be easy in order to make that like decently doable. And it's still pretty tough for some people because there's no other place in the game that has a hard time limit. Or, well, I should say a soft time limit, because it's based on whether Captain Cloud beats you. So, a few of our testers have gotten tripped up by this challenge because of that. Also, yes, there is a glitch where if you cross the finish line to lap 5, then turn around and then go forward again, it will automatically do lap 5 for you. That is a well-known speedrun trick in this game, so we're probably not gonna fix it. And I mean, this is the only challenge in the game with a time limit, so I figured I'd throw people a bone like that. Oh yeah, Nira does have the toughest time because she has slower acceleration than the others. Ta-da! We did it.
I don't believe what I'm seeing, folks! Our newcomer has beaten Captain Cloud's challenge!
I have tasted defeat! Victory is yours!
Okay, so now that you're done being overdramatic, can we please have a serious talk about you helping us? We could use your help protecting our kingdoms.
Very well. My people will review your request and pertinent details, but first, I would tend to some unresolved matters. I will message you once I'm done. You have my word.
Thank you for your time, sir.
Here to present the grand prize for the Battle Royale is the honorable, handsome, and highly humble leader of our fair city, our very own
Yep, the best character is back.
Thank you, everyone! Thank you! Allow me to present the grand prize! Everyone stand back! This is going to be good! Your reward is... coupons for you and 5 of your friends to dine at City Hall in glorious downtown Shang.
Thank you, Mayor Zhao! What an honor!
I suppose I could use a free hot meal.
Hot meal? It's funny because
I know. Hilarious.
Glorious! Thank you all for competing. See you next time. No refunds.
Yep, that's the voice of Sino from Genshin Impact.
You're right about those fighters. Shang Tu breeds them tough, I'll grant them that. But they're nothing that the captain can't handle at full strength.
Good. But I have no intention of underestimating them. Nothing can be left to chance. Not this time.
That was so awesome! Except for the part where we didn't win anything. That.
Look on the bright side. We got the captain's attention.
And we can eat at Mayor Zhao's mansion whenever we want! Yeah, I guess.
I guess. So yeah, we can go back to the Battlesphere later and do a bunch of optional challenges, and we will need to do them in order to collect the special items called time capsules. And that will allow us to unlock the golden ending. Getting Captain Cloud to join the fight may be more trouble than it's worth. His lawyers just sent over a contract the size of a textbook. This diversion has gifted us a useful ally, but understand this. Future deviations from our mission will not be so easily forgiven. Confound that cursed theme song. It's driving me to distraction.
I confess that while I find the entertainment value of the Battlesphere to be of dubious quality, I cannot deny its mass appeal, nor its catchy theme songs.
Was Mayor's House shorter? Yeah! For Mayor's House redesign for Freedom Planet 2, we made him even shorter and his hat even bigger. Dun, dun, dun. But like his height is only a little bit shorter. But the hat is like way taller. Alright, the tavern. This is where you can talk to Ascal. I like your shoes. My parents call Ascal a mangy pup a lot, but not to his face. I don't think it's a nice word. And you can talk to Carol. Come on, Carol. You know what would be cool and better than robot cleanup duty forever? Battlesphere. Come on, just for a little bit, please. There's a shiny gold trophy with my name on it.
Hey, this place is a tavern. So why don't you grab a drink, pull up a chair, and sit down? Then we'll talk.
Yeah, Ascal has to be a bit inebriated before he'll open up to you. Leon, when we found out you guys were Battlesphere, and I tuned in the screens so the whole tavern could watch. Nice. Food? Sure thing, have a seat at the table over there and we'll serve up some drinks.
Battlesphere, huh? Always wanted to try out for that. Couldn't get a look in on account of my Earth Dragon blood giving me an unfair advantage. When I said I was only half Earth Dragon, I got the nastiest side eye ever and told, well, that would explain your looks. Got me coming and going. I've been out there fighting the Sky Pirate if I hadn't been drawing the short straw. Guard duty's the pits. Not that I can prove it, but I'm pretty sure Guang rigged to that draw. He's always had it in for me. That punk-eared coward. Huh.
Yeah, and first here is Wiffles OC, who acts as the jukebox in some of the hub areas.
I'm laying low here till I hit the road again. Manager was nice enough to rent me one of the rooms in exchange for livening up the place with tunes. If you find any vinyl, I can totally play them back for you.
Yeah, there's exactly 90 tracks in the game. The Freedom Planet 2 album is absolutely massive. And it's also on Bandcamp if you're interested. Sup? Sorry, I was listening to music. Thunder Lilling's new album is pretty dope. Da, 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 da. Okay. Oh, Mila. The Battlesphere was nice, and we made a new friend, and got free dinner at Mayor's house. I just declared this mission a huge success. I just need to get a proper mask for my battle sona. Maybe a cape too? Ponder. How many songs are there again? 90. 90. Well, okay. Alright, I've taken Zippy. Let's do the final of the story arcs. And then after this, there's one more, and then I think we've reached the halfway point. Okay, so this pretty much unlocks the road to Shuigong, up in the north. Yeah, Game OST right there. Feel free to check it out. You can actually play the soundtrack right on the page without buying it first. And then the buying is optional, of course. Oh, thank you, VSTPMD, for the stretch. I'll stretch my hands real quick. Thank you. Okay. Each pose for 5 seconds. Miss. Also, thank you, Rob, for hydrate. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, still stretching. Oh, thank you for pinning that Event Horizon as well. Ba, 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 ba. Okay, stretch. Shake them off. This is another super pretty map. So we see Shui Gong. There's kind of some kind of cave up there, and like a junkyard. Right, Tiger Falls. I really like the atmosphere of this stage, and this is an example of a stage that... Oh,
asking for our help. Apparently, they need to track down a thief that's been stealing weapons.
Shui Gong has become a close ally. It would be our honor to assist them in their time of need.
Okay, yeah, this is an example of a stage where, like, in terms of, like, how difficult it was and how long it took to design, like, everything fell in place for me. I knew exactly what I wanted to do from the start, and I just, like, nailed it first try. Like, the entire gimmick of the stage is like waterfall, so there are a lot of like really cool vertical sections, there's streams of water, there's waterfall doors that let you go into different like collision planes. Yeah, like this. It really feels like an ascent up a mountain. And of course the music is an absolute banger, courtesy of Woofle. Yeah, this part, I like this part too. There's a bunch of areas like this in the stage. Yeah, koi fish. Ta-da! Oops. Ta-da! Oh, nope. Need to go back in there. Okay, I believe there's a secret area up here. Almost got it. Nice. Awesome, we got the vinyl. Our first one of the run. Also, one of my goals with the level design in this game is to make the player trust that the level will take them where they need to go. So for that reason, there are pretty much no bottomless pits anywhere except in levels that very obviously include them, such as like Airship Seguata, for example, since it's in the sky. Because I wanted players to feel comfortable just like running around and exploring everywhere, not really worrying about where they fall. I wanted them to feel like they'll always land somewhere. Wow. This is one of the few places in the game that you can actually, like, get killed in one hit if you're crushed between two surfaces. So you gotta be careful. That's not too bad, though. Speed! Okay. Alright, boss time! So this is a pretty interesting boss arena. It's like split down the middle, and you can go under the waterfall. can hit the boss no matter which collision plane you're on. It's mainly for just actually getting to the boss. Let's go!
That's how it's done.
That's how it's done. About that. Bop, 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 bop. Alright. We just go in the tunnel there. Yeah. I like that, that's cute. And here is Shang Tu Palace. Ba, 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 ba. I love the look of this town, it's really pretty. Amazing! You, my friend, you are art! Your exquisite physical form is surely a divine gift bestowed by the Kingdom Stone itself. I would ask you to model for me like one of my Peruvian girls, but alas, my current masterpiece yet awaits my attention. Tragedy! To think of all those museum exhibits in Shang Tu defiled by vulgar hands. No, I cannot. Such tumultuous thoughts ruin my artistic process. Away with you, foul torments. Art! I'm positively entranced by the energy exuding from this piece. Simply divine. To honor the memory of the fallen princess who fought for peace in the War of Dragons. It is my duty! Oh, you can go on the forklift too. And there's a little marketplace here. You must be one of Gong's friends. It's nice, so nice to see him make it in the world. Ever since that alien attack, he's been the talk of the town. Oh, yeah, welcome Alicia Shimra. Art. Numo. Hey, you went to the Bowser, right? Did you go to the VIP lounge? Was Thunder Lily there? Tell me everything. Was she as beautiful as the first gentle snowfall of winter, with the cold snap of frost that is her inner strength and will that can only be expressed through song? I bet she smells nice too. Huh. So Thunder Lily is kind of like the idol singer of Avalis, like the most popular one. Timmy. Hi, I think you're super neat and cool. Okay, bye. Seagull. Hey. You can go in the elevator too. It's like a little watchtower. Eh. And sometimes NPCs, when they're overlapping each other, they'll have conversations with themselves. I really like that detail too. Hey. Okay. Hey. I love their little run animation too. Ever since General Gong thwarted that alien invasion, I've been eager to write about his exploits in my book. Ah, what luck to be alive in such storied times. You can sit on the benches too. Can you punch the forklift? Sadly, no. Thank you for burger redeem, Rob. Oh, I love this NPC too. This was Victoria Vitti's request, who is the voice of Syntax Pengu and Princess Cordelia. It's based on one of her pet ferrets, I think. Chloe. Chloe's here and she's got the gear. Chloe will need compensation, of course, in the form of shiny gold gems. But if you got them, Chloe's goods are well worth their price. And she stocks a few random assorted things from throughout the game. And it basically provides like a nice convenient way to pick up those items, even though some of them are a bit more expensive than usual. Chloe is no mere ferret selling her wares. Chloe is a brand. When you think Chloe, think rare exotic goods, available at moderately fair prices. Chloe thinks people make fun of Chloe for talking in the third person. That makes her sad. Until Chloe remembers she swims in a big pile of gold gems every night and they don't. Chloe wins. Yeah! Chloe wins. Chloe is happy to confirm that her store doesn't carry durians. She did one time though. That was a dark day for Chloe. Oh yeah, and there's a little mouse village in this town too. Look at their houses compared to the deer houses, which are the biggest in the game because they're so tall.
Magnificent battlesphere, my child. Goodness me, but I haven't seen a debut like that since Gong's day. I'm sure it was his battlesphere performance that convinced the Magister to recruit him as well. So who knows what the future will bring for you. Gong used to train in the palace with our king. The boy couldn't swing a sword straight no matter how hard he tried. Then he picked up the shield, and the rest, my child, is history. It's so nice having a food market right across the street. People keep saying the fruit isn't as big as down south, but I think it's perfectly portioned. So the Avian Museum is asking for donations. They'll get my crystals as soon as they finish building those viewing platforms for mice and mouse-sized folks. Staring up at the exhibits from ground level is a real pain in the neck, let me tell ya. Oh, that's a good idea. And this is Scamper, based on Dawn's dog. Her late dog, of course, who sadly passed away during early in development. But yeah, the NPC is based on Scamper. Yeah, she's an Australian Shepherd. It'd be pretty cool if I could announce for the Battlesphere someday. Igor's my inspiration. Battlesphere champions may rise and fall, but it's Igor's voice that ushers them on and off the stage. Nice! On behalf of the Daybreakers, we welcome you to our quaint little town. We provide spirited souls with honest work. It's quite similar to what the Magister does with his hirelings, except we're much more relaxed in our criteria. Yeah. He's goth. Okay, this is the entrance to Suigon Palace. You might recognize the aesthetic from the intro to Freedom Planet 1, where Brevin invades the palace. If I know you were visiting after Battlesphere, I'd have brewed you some nice piping hot Luhan Guo tea. It's a naturally sweet tea that boosts your strength and endurance, something you definitely need as a Battlesphere athlete. I wish I could jump as high as the leaner guys. Oh well, I make up for it in raw stopping power. Foes won't even get a chance to jump when my pole arm goes through them. Yeah, and there's regular dogs. The Battlesphere is a great place to scope out the latest in weapons tech. A clown bot that throws deadly cream pies? Awesome! A lot of Battlesphere athletes stick to grappling and swords, so seeing you girls with your unique fighting styles was pretty inspirational and aspirational. Someone's been stealing all our swords, so I'm holding on to this one. The Avian Museum got robbed? Stones. First they came for our swords, now they're after the ancient artifacts of Atlas? The nerve of those guys. Yeah, this hallway is quite long, to kind of match how long it is in the intro to Freedom Planet 1. Also, yes, that is a Zelda CDI reference. It's one of Gong's ancestors. My boy. What the? Oh, yeah. Ba, ba, ba. And this NPC does not appear anywhere else. There's also quick select menus in the world map where you can quick shop, but she doesn't appear there because she's too shy. You wouldn't have to have any unusually colored shards, would you? For trading, I mean. Yeah, she specifically sells the songs that are played in Suigon. Han likes to bury drinks in the ground behind the lumber shed. He says it keeps them cold. You're almost there. How did I get here before you? It's a secret. Papa. And these are where they usually stash their weapons, but of course they're stolen. Papa.
Good evening, King Dale.
The sun hasn't even set yet. Seems like these infernal devices are useful after all. So, he sent you, did he? Very well. We need you to track down a thief. A large portion of our weapons and steel reserves have mysteriously vanished. And no, I am not imagining things.
Steal, huh? Not profitable enough for the Red Scarves.
My brother wouldn't steal from me. I'd bust him up good. Anyway, we believe the supplies were taken north, but I don't want to send my soldiers out there until we know who or what we're dealing with.
You can count on me, Your Majesty. I'll get to the bottom of this.
Yeah, he's no longer brainwashed, so we can actually see what he's like. And of course, since his father was beheaded, he became king. When I heard about the attack on the Avian Museum, I was almost certain that Spade was involved. I think a target that big for his valuables is my brother's style, after all. With its ports destroyed, Shang Tu's ability to defend itself against invasion has fallen sharply. Have a care that this does not become the city's downfall. I happened to catch the broadcast of your performance in the Battlesphere. Most entertaining. To engage in such revelry as but a simple commoner combatant. I seem to recall my brother participating at one point. His illustrious career as a con artist and a thief has its excitements. Also, Spade makes for a poignant stage name. Give General Gong my regards. Tell him there will be freshly steamed bows waiting for him should he decide to pay us a visit. I know you... yeah, I heard that. There's a secret tunnel under the floor that whisks us to the other side. Try and find it. Yeah, so you can just do this. Yep, Spade is not his real name.
Pascal? I didn't know you were tagging along.
Magister sent me. Well, my nose anyway. Thought you could use a bloodhound on your team.
Detective Mila is on the case too.
Or two.
The first rule of detectiving is to never let your mark know you're there. Ain't that right, partner?
I'm not your partner.
Mila, are you sure you want to come along? If you want to sit this one out...
It's fine. We can split up to cover more ground. So, what's the sit rep?
We're heading north. We'll probably find what we're looking for there.
Fine. Let's get this over with.
Oh my gosh, I agree. Mila and Pascal is such a powerful team up. As an Asian, you appreciate all the Chinese references? Ah, thank you. Yeah, Avalis, especially like the Three Kingdoms area to the north, is like very heavily influenced by like Three Kingdoms China. And it helped a lot that, of course, Tyson Tan is native Chinese, so he was able to like correct a lot of like the references that were in the first game to make them like give them a little extra love. Okay, so in the most recent patch, we added a second tutorial right here, specifically for guarding. It is optional. It is optional. You can just walk past it. But we figured at this point in the game, the player should really know how to guard effectively. I've not actually played it yet, so let's play it. Welcome to the guard trial. Let's practice how and when to use the powerful guard ability. Okay. Remember that you can guard in almost any situation, but you'll need to keep moving to be in the safe spot when your invincibility ends. Whoopsie. Let me try again. When guarding against moving hazards, it's often best to move in the opposite direction. Oopsie. No, I'm almost dead. If threats are too wide to safely move through, you may need to get out of the way instead of guarding. Wasn't aware of this area? Yeah, it's pretty new. Remember, you can guard against just about anything, even spikes. Yep, you can parry spikes in this game. Guarding may not always be the best option though. Lilac Dragon Boost also grants her invincibility while dealing huge damage to foes. Yeah, you can parry lava too. You can also parry drowning. It's really funny how that happens. Like, cause like once you run out of oxygen, you don't die right away, your health drains. But that draining effect is something that you can parry under certain situations. And that's it, hit the target to finish the tutorial. Whenever you're in a tight situation, just remember, guard!
Full speed ahead.
Yeah, you can parry lava, that's so awesome. Like, when I found out that you could parry drowning, I was like, this is why I love video games. Yeah, it was an unintended feature. Right, so next up, the next two stages are like quite popular among people who've played the game because of all the throwbacks that they have to Freedom Planet 1. You had auto guard on when you drowned once and automatically guarded against it. Yeah. Right, Robot Graveyard. So this is basically the crash site of Revan's Dreadnought. So it's like a big throwback to Battle Glacier. Even down to the music. With Revan's theme mixed in. Yeah, this pretty much is Battle Glacier. But like, obviously like in a different part, because the layout's different. But the snowfields are quite huge. Today I'm only playing up to half of the game. I feel like my voice is fading too, so I'm glad that I'm not like pushing myself to finish the whole thing in one sitting. Because this game is literally twice as long as the first Freedom Planet. Oh, Shadow Hug, thank you for the hydrate. Oh no, I'm out of water. Okay, I'll wait until after I beat this stage. Yeah. The zombie shade troopers.
Probably about to get worse.
Whatever. I'll just give him a one-way ticket home, courtesy of the 100-hook punch. Make like math, divide the numbers. I'll see you on the other side.
Let's make like math tutors and divide their numbers. Pascal's so dorky. Who wrote that line? I wrote that line. That was not Endwin. Yeah, this level, by its very existence, is a spoiler, so... It was an awesome reveal, thank you. Ah! Too dorky to be Edwin. Sorry for being a dork. Syntax.
Sash Lilac.
I'm sorry, I did not understand. Sash Lilac. Did you mean Squidhead?
What? Oh, someone has
definitely going to pay for that. And I get the feeling
No, thank you for being a dork. Aw, thank you. Alright, boss time. This boss is like a pure like tank. Like it's very easy to hit compared to other bosses. You just have to like out damage it. Because it has so much life, it's critical that you learn how to dodge his attacks. That's why we added the guard tutorial before this. Let's go! Yeah, playing as Mila really forces you to like learn how to guard just in general, because for her, guarding is the way that she reloads her cubes. Ah!
Success!
Success! Oh no, you're gonna get crushed. A scout to the rescue. Move it!
Whew. Thanks, Escal. Just in time. Where's Mila?
The pup's keeping watch outside. I'm here to help you search the place. Punch things, probably.
Have you found the thief?
Worse. We found a hideout that's swarming with Brevon's robots.
That is unsettling news. Did you encounter the villain himself?
We haven't found anyone yet, but someone has to be controlling them.
Find out who it is. I will assemble a strike force if necessary.
Yeah. Okay. Time for Shade Armory. We have all the stage music on the official Galaxy Trail YouTube channel. And other than Dragon Valley, Shade Armory by far has the most views. So I think it's a fan favorite. Oh, yeah, and that's a thermal-based throwback. They have swords. It's the stolen Shuigong weapons. The Shade Troopers took them. Which, if you think about it, it makes sense. Because, like, they're starting to run out of rifles. And there's no way to, like, replenish them since they're not on their homeworld. So they've taken swords. Oh, Cernace, welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. This level was your "yep, this game's better" moment. I'm glad to hear that. Hey, you can actually drown in these, or at least you would if they didn't go into the wall after a while. Love the hue shifting too. Oh my gosh, me too. Okay. And these platforms are back from Final Dreadnought 1. And Ascal helps us every now and then by breaking down barriers. Yeah, I agree with that sentiment, Nat. Like, both games are different in meaningful ways. So I think they both have their own merits and are worth playing still. Love them both still. Thank you, Hellsword. And you can see the Shade Troopers being assembled here. And Syntax starts to bother you at this point. She's like, no, stop it. Leave. Kobold, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Oh, come. And yeah, the Shade Troopers have been nerfed so that they don't have two separate life bars, essentially. I guess the explanation for it is that one, they're kind of worn down at this point, and two, Lilac and the gang are so much stronger. So on this part, we have to flip like 3 separate switches. And then we can open the way. Well, I think it's 2 out of 3 actually. Nice. Nope, not nice. Okay, let's open this up. Nice. Watch her shield. The final switch. Nice. Yeah, I like how the shield capacity accumulates now too. Alright, it's Syntax time.
Thank you for holding your Cyclone!
Ah! Alright, good. So Syntax doesn't have as much health as previous bosses, but she's much harder to actually land solid hits on, and you have to destroy every single weak point before she'll die. Let's go! Huzzah! Oh, that's a fun stage. Oh, we got an S rank too. Sweet! Yeah, you get an extra 25% crystal bonus for never getting hit in the stage. So, I'm surprised. I guess it's because there's so many shields that you can afford to take a few hits.
Success!
Yeah, I love the water caustics too. That was Proto's idea. Right? So, our way has been blocked. So, something's about to go down. But also new to this most recent patch is we added a mountainside detour. So just in case you struggle with snowfields, you have a way to like buy items. It's Chloe! Aha! Chloe had a feeling there was commerce to be had out here. You'll buy something from Chloe's thanks for her coming all the way out to the mountains, won't you? Yeah. And she has pretty much the same stock as Mila here, just in case you're really struggling with snowfields. Alright, let's go.
Come on! I don't have all day!
No! Shut up!
Mila? Fine! Then by the will of Lord Brevin...
Serpentine!
...sends you to death!
Lilac!
Hand over that robot! I, General Serpentine, command it!
Get away from Mila! What are you doing here, Snake? Is Brevin back? Is he?
That's right! Once Lord Brevin returns, will all be nothing but a pitiful smear on the shattered remnants of this wretched planet!
Once Lord Brevin returns. So, he's not back.
Fortunately for you, you've caught me in a charitable mood. So here's the deal. You give me the robot, and I won't blast you and your friends into the stratosphere.
Well, here's my deal. You leave us alone and you never come back. Nobody hurts my friends.
Oh my gosh. I love how wild Jason Lord went with Serpentine in this one. Of course, he has the dual guns again.
Hold still so I can destroy you already!
Nice, yeah, if you time that correctly, you can get him to explode the missile right in his face. Let's go!
Surrender! Fooled you! Surprise attack!
Except it's not over. He has a second phase. Oh, I almost beat this boss without getting hit.
You'll be eradicated!
Let's go! I'll try and sneak one more hit in. Whew. Yeah, Wolf Armor did get balance changes recently. Mostly to make his slash attack more telegraphed. Yeah, I got him. Yeah, I love the sneak attack too.
We have a new record!
That's the thing about having like post-boss attacks like that, where they kind of like trick you. Just the mere fact that you do that means that somebody will get caught off guard by it and die and have to do the fight over again. So you need to prepare for that. But if you pull it off correctly, it's worth it, and they won't mind playing the fight again. Bye, Serpentine.
So this Serpentine was behind the incident. A relief, to say the least.
I'm just glad to hear that Brevin's not back.
Father. Wait, that robot thing is his dad?
No. His father, the previous king, was murdered by the intergalactic warlord Brevin. We chased Brevin off our world, but not before he left his mark on us.
Oh, yeah. Heard the stories. Sounded made up. Didn't even think they could be true.
I wasn't strong enough.
No, you weren't.
Mira!
There was nothing you could have done differently. But look at you now. You are the king of Shuigong. Your people look to you for guidance and leadership. You've only grown stronger since that day, Your Majesty. And you do your father's memory proud.
My people and I will take over from here. If the monster has truly returned, you will be the first to know.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
No. Thank you.
Awesome. Yeah, like an earlier version of the game, that cutscene of Serpentine blasting off again was not there, and people assumed he died. So I was like, okay, that is a narrative bug that I'll fix. Since your rout of General Serpentine and his forces, we have seen neither scale nor tail of that snake. It appears he has moved on, which is worrisome in and of itself. Nice. I'm out of water. I'm gonna go get water. I will be back in a jiffy. Thank you so much for watching so far. That's... Spacey Bottotelli will return after the break. I'm back, and I'm a bat. Welcome, welcome. Oh my gosh, my throat feels absolutely awful right now. But in addition to getting water and taking a sippy, I have also I've also taken like a sippy of cough syrup. So hopefully that will get me through the rest of the stream. Yeah, the weekend's coming up, and I won't be streaming again until Tuesday, so that'll help me rest my voice. Da, 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 da. A sudden wall appear. Oh, yeah, that's a bug. I think we fixed that.
This is Maria Notte reporting live. We interrupt this program to bring you a special news flash. Mayor Zhao has been kidnapped. He is currently being held hostage somewhere in the globe.
No, not Mayor Zhao.
Witnesses say he was taken by mechanical creatures that emerged from Shangmu's river delta.
What the? Guys, come quick!
We've just received word that the military has been deployed to maintain order. Citizens are urged to remain calm and to stay in their homes.
We're getting a call. On screen.
Hello, friends. Funny.
Zhao.
Well, not so much funny as completely horrifying. But you see. Okay. So long story short, they're gonna kill me if you don't give them what they want. So please, just do what they say and get me out of here.
Magister, how I've longed to see that look in your eyes.
Is that a water dragon?
That's impossible. What trickery?
Oh my gosh, I love Morgan Berry's performance.
At all, Magister. Such deception would be the purview of your grandfather, not I.
You speak nonsense.
Truly? Then why not tell your students what's really going on? Poor hatchling. I'd laugh if it weren't such sad irony.
I don't know who you are, but I'm going to make sure you don't hurt anyone else. This land is protected.
Hatchling, have you ever wondered what happened to all of the water dragons?
Enough. What do you want?
What I want is for you to answer for all that you've done. But for the time being, I have more pressing concerns. This is Bakunawa. Magnificent, is she not? But she is missing a vital component. The drone you call Pengu. The one that's in the room with you, right?
Yeah, I love the 3D model too.
I'd like to have it. Bring it to the Globe Opera. You'd better hurry, though. Red pandas are very much my favorite snack. See you soon.
Magister? Who was that? Magister?
Our worst fears realized. A merciless centurion from a time when our land was ravaged by war. A creature bred for battle, with a lust for bloodshed. Murga.
So what's she need the robot for?
Some kind of data in its memory banks, perhaps? Something crucial to the operation of this Bakunawa. That pilot, Corazon. She demanded that robot as well.
Kari isn't with her! There's no way she'd do that!
If you say so. An unfortunate coincidence, then.
Let me go after her! Please, Your Excellency!
I acknowledge your strength, brave Dragonblood, but her power is unlike anything you or your companions have ever faced before. Still, perhaps there is a slight hope that she can be reasoned with.
Somehow, I don't think she wants to talk.
Yeah, and the thought of just giving her the drone gives my stomach the rumblies.
What about the one we took from Snake Man? It looks just like Pengu. Maybe it could fool her?
Yeah, a fresh lick of blue paint and nobody'll tell the difference.
A fair enough distraction. We must buy as much time as we can to free the mayor. But first, we need to find a way
Oh my gosh,
outside.
Paige is in a really silly pose right now. She's wah. She's on her back and oh my gosh.
Come in, my Shang Tu.
I'm taking pictures.
This is Captain Kalau.
Perfect timing, Captain. We have an emergency.
I am aware of the mayor's kidnapping press. I believe that together we can quickly resolve this most dire of situations.
You have our gratitude, Captain. Do you have the mayor's location?
Indubitably. Mayor Zhao was last seen in the Central Theater area.
We'll meet you there.
Stay vigilant, friends. Anything could happen.
Oh my gosh, she's so silly. I think she's getting kind of hyper because I've been streaming for like 4 hours and, well, 3. And she's like, Mother, play with me. Oh, please. Hi. Hi, Paige. Oh, me. Yeah, she's laying on her back. And her tail's wagging. And it's really adorable because Cavalier King Charles Spaniels, they look like completely different dogs when they're upside down. Alright, I took it with my phone. I'm gonna do kind of a hack, a life hack, where I go into Discord, I post the photo in a private Discord server, and then I can download it on my computer without needing a USB drive or anything like that. Almost got it. Oh my gosh, wait until you guys see this. Okay, come on, come on, come on. It's uploading. Eee! I'm gonna save the Globe Opera arc for Tuesday. I think this is a good place to call it, because my throat is unfortunately giving out still. And there's a few things I want to go over on the chat screen before we wrap up for today. So, oh my gosh, it was really cool reliving this game with you all again. Thank you so much for watching. So I will go ahead and save and quit. Mama. Been really fun to see this and hear the commentary. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, I'll be back with resuming this on Tuesday, and then hopefully I'll be able to get through the rest of the game. I might have to breeze through some of the hub areas to save time, but we'll see. Well, that's... Nice! Okay. So I'm going to download the puppy photo. Because, like, oh my gosh, she was being very silly. Ah! Da, 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 da. Okay, there's photo 1.
What the dog doing?
What the dog doing? She's calm now for some reason. For some reason she was being very hyperactive. Ba 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 ba. Da da da. Where is it? Okay, okay. Okay, I got it. Oopsie. Yep. Shrink you down. This was her just now. Ah! And I took one where she's not like spinning all over the place. Or she's just kind of laying down over a puppy. Oh my gosh. Hey, pretty girl. Now she's right under my feet. Alright, come on. Here, Paige. She's like, no, you're in the high chair. I can't get on the high chair. Mama. Cats and dogs like to lay in L positions. Yeah, that is kind of weird. There's another image that was kind of like that before, where she was on like my purple blanket. This one's one of my favorites of her. This was like a year ago, so you can kind of see how much she's grown and filled out since then. Okay, so I have an important announcement. Okay, so the plan for next week. I already know what I'm gonna stream next week. Tuesday we're gonna stream Freedom Planet 2 again. Thursday, something very special is happening. I'm debuting an update to my model. And there's gonna be a bunch of fun new toggles, and I'm gonna get a couple new hairstyles and some props and some arm poses. I think it's gonna be really cool. Sadly, the swimsuit has to wait until the next opening, but definitely next time. So yes, mark your calendars, Thursday next week, July 27th. Yeah, I'm really excited about this update. I can't wait to show you all. Spacey Batelli 1.5. And of course the swimsuit will be a part of 1.5 in the future. But for now, I guess on Thursday I could show you all like a little teaser of the design of the swimsuit, even though it's not going to be rigged in my model until like a few months from now. Yeah, the evolution of Spacey Bot. Yeah, and I also need to take some time once all of the props and stuff are finished. I need to take some time to make sure that all of my my custom VTube Studio toggles carry over. Can't wait to see it, thank you. And then, depending on what else I have going on that day, I could do another Chrono Gear dev stream, either the day of or on Friday. But we'll see. And I think that's gonna be, oh my gosh, that might be actually the first week where I exclusively like have content that is like made by me. And my associates. Also, I need to fit in a driving stream sometime soon as well. It's been a while. I want to get behind the wheel again. But yeah, I'll figure it out. Oh my gosh, there's just so many things to do, and I don't want to push myself. I know that 3 streams a week is my sweet spot, and I want to stay consistent with that. But yeah, I'm excited for next week. And oh my gosh, I can't believe July's already over. This month went by extremely fast. Oh, welcome. Yeah, we're just wrapping up for the day. Okay, let me see if there's somebody we can raid. Mama. And once again, thank you so much for understanding about my throat. But it might be tight, but I think I can finish the rest of the game in one more stream. Okay, let's see here. Let's raid Mega G Wolf. Mega G Wolf. Can't be helped. Yeah. So, without further ado, thank you all so much for the past couple days for making this Freedom Planet anniversary extra special for me. Like, it was seriously like the best anniversary of this game that I've ever had. Cause like before, like most of the time, like I don't really feel like I have a reason to celebrate, but you've all given me a reason to celebrate. Huzzah! Thank you all so much. I hope you have the best of weekends, and I'll see you on Tuesday with more Freedom Planet 2. And I'll see you on Thursday with my 1.5 mile debut. Bats. Bats a wrap. Bye.